Sanja, tell me a little bit about yourself and your family.
I'm Sanja. I live in southwest Victoria on a cropping farm with my husband and two girls, Aria 6 and Maya 4. So I moved from Day to Victoria almost 10 years ago. Husband's mum sadly passed away from a rare heart disease. She had a heart attack, and basically it was my decision to leave my family over there and move here and just help Nick start on the farm. So we have crops, we have English large black pigs as well, and we've got some cows, so we just do a few things on the side too. But yeah, mainly cropping. So very busy a few times throughout the year, but mainly sowing time when we're planting the crops, and then harvest, which is always around Christmas time.
And what challenges come with living like remotely, especially when it comes to managing your health?
I think just the support, not being close to my family, that's one big thing, because I'm quite close with my family. It was very challenging, particularly during COVID times. That's when everything's turned to crap for me mentally. I never had any depression, sort of anxiety before then. So yeah, just not having that support and living remote where we are, it's just not everything. The shops aren't really 5 minutes away if I've forgotten something, and a lot of traveling, a lot of time spent in the car, just like any other mum, all the usual busy, stressful stuff that goes along with it, and after school activities and all of that, and just feeling isolated, and you get a bit lonely, especially during those busy periods where it's basically just me solo doing everything. Husband's just out in the truck or out on the header harvesting, and I've got to make sure everyone's fed and take the kids to where they need to be.
So talk to me about your mental health before the program.
Before I started your program, I had actually started to be in a much better space mentally, probably just under 2 months before starting Inspired Mumma. But prior to that, I had 6.5 weeks where I was really bad. And prior to that, it's just been almost 4 years of on and off where I'd go through good periods, bad periods. But basically, COVID hit. I had a second child. She was a bad reflux baby. So that kind of set things crashing for me, having to deal with that, which is a very common thing for mums to deal with. But reflux coupled with COVID, border shutting, not being able to see my family, I was basically, I'm not going to say bedridden. I've actually never, there were lots of days I wanted to stay in bed, but just was not functioning. I was barely surviving, just waking up sad, depressed all the time, just like the world's ending, and I couldn't explain it. I just didn't know why. I just felt really guilty for feeling that way. No motivation to do absolutely anything. Like just putting a piece of bread into the toaster was like climbing that Everest. So as you can imagine, trying to feed my kids and feed myself, that just wasn't happening. One week I'd be barely eating at all. The next week if I started to feel a bit better, I'd start to eat crap and snack on chocolates and chips and things like that. So that 6.5 weeks before starting the program was the worst I'd ever felt. I have been linked in with a psychologist, which really helped me. I didn't want to do life. I was just, surviving, not living at all, not happy. Nothing was bringing me joy, not even watching my own kids play. I was forcing myself to go to every single event I had to go to take them to school, to daycare drop-offs, everything like that. It was just forced, and just trying to keep it together, trying to keep it straight, normal, happy face, but I don't even know how I pulled through it. But anyway, I did these things on the side where thankfully I got into a position where I was able to jump onto this program, because like I said, I followed you for years on Facebook and just wanted to become a part of the community and just transform my life and be the happy, healthy person that I know that I have been in the past and I can be, but also an improved version. So thankfully I did get my mental health in a better enough state to be able to join the program and stick with it, because that was my worry. I didn't jump on because I just couldn't function. I wasn't coping with daily life, barely surviving.
Tell me what's been different about the Inspired Mumma program to other things that you tried.
I've done all the usual things that most women have done, like all the stupid fad diets and counting calories, macros, all of that, which is the women see it as a quick fix, whereas your program is completely different. And there's none of that bullshit, cutting out the certain food groups and cutting out sugar completely, which is what I've done before. And then you just go crazy after you week or two that you stick with it, and then you just put the weight back on and just go back to your old habits. But this is like a lifestyle change, which is what I really needed. And it's really just put me into a good routine, specifically that morning routine when everything seems to be a bit hectic and you try and get everyone out the door and ready to where they need to be. And when I started your program, I did the 12 weeks of acceleration. So that my focus wasn't to lose weight. It was to start eating healthier, but to make sure that my mental health was just going to keep getting better and stay on track. Because like I think you preach through your program, if your mental health is not feeling well, like nothing really is. And I know that because I've lived it. So just wanted to make sure that was strong and I wasn't going up down like I was in the past. So acceleration really helped me with that, and to create a routine that I can stick by and actually be happy to wake up in the morning and do X, Y, and Z and all the tasks and stuff I need to do. And yeah, just staying a lot happier, just loving life.
So what are some of the things consistently doing now?
So when I wake up in the morning, I do my gratitude journaling. I am aiming to go do my exercise in the morning. I have been doing it in the afternoon, but my next step now is to get up a bit earlier, which I am awake in bed, and smash out my exercise. My food choices are a lot healthier. not that I was eating unhealthy before, it was mainly just the snacking. And like when you get home from a tiring day, you just pick whatever, like frozen pizza or whatever's easy. But now I'm actually planning my meals, doing the meal prep, doing the snack prep, and doing the big food grocery shop on a particular day during the week. So everything's just aligning. My sleep has been a big improvement. That was a really big thing when I was down in the pits. I was just anxiety all night, heart racing, almost like panic attacks, just not sleeping at all. I'd just be looking up, staring at my phone every 5 minutes going, oh my God, it's up time, and just dreading the morning, dreading when I'm going to wake up. But since starting the program, meditate myself to sleep using one of the meditations on your app. I use the same one every night. And when it crashed for me on my phone the other week, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to get to sleep? Like I was fine, but it's just like, I'm used to it now. And that's, even my husband has really noticed that was a big thing, that through the acceleration program, if anything, your sleep is just, I'm out like a light. Whereas before, obviously I'm a lot better mentally too, but before I'd just be like tossing and turning, and he falls asleep straight away. Usually he's asleep faster than me these days. And I can actually notice that when I wake up. If I do tend to have a shitty sleep, if, I don't know, the kids are sick or something has happened or whatever, it's not because I'm not feeling well. It's just for whatever reason I haven't slept well. It's really noticeable when I get up, because I'm not a morning person usually anyway, so I'm a lot grumpier. So I've just got more energy. Life's good. Just happy to be able to now focus on my weight loss and really just knuckling down on eating healthier, even more healthier than what I am, just not as much as I do. I'm just so happy to be part of the community. I think I said before, you just feel like you're going through it on your own, kind of like living where I am, coming from WA and then having to try and fit into this community here, which I have now that my daughter started her first year of school. So I've got the mum friends and things like that, which is great. And we go to each other's houses, so that's a lot better now. But it was a big struggle, and just all the women in the program, everyone's got their own things that they're dealing with, but they're all quite similar. So you just feel like you're not alone, and everyone's there to support you and push you along the way. And as long as you get involved and you rock up for the video calls and everything, which I'm sure everyone does, I just feel very blessed. And it's like all of your values and everything that you do just aligns with mine. And I remember watching your stories that you post on your Facebook, on your Inspired Mumma page, and I'm like, I just want to be like that, because I know I can, and just look so happy and so healthy, and just like you want to cry, because just thinking back to the place that I was in almost 6 months ago now, it's just horrible. I just could not see myself going on for much longer, to be honest. Thank you for creating a program for us women that really need it. Still got that little bit of fear, but it's definitely a lot less. I just was really scared that I'd go back to that darkness, but I feel like even if I did have to revisit it for whatever reason, if something happened in my life, I feel like I'm equipped now to, because the feelings have come back. I've told you throughout the acceleration program that where I've gone, oh my God, no, it's coming back. And in the past, that's enough. Like one little thing would set me off and I'd be gone for weeks. Like you just wouldn't be the Sanja that everyone knows. But now I've managed to stop that in the tracks and do all the self-care stuff and things that you've taught me throughout the program. And like everyone around me, people that I haven't seen for a while that I used to work with as a prison officer, saw me not long ago the other week, and they're just like, oh, so happy to see you back to yourself, and just happy, like you're looking really well. Like I haven't lost any weight. I'm still probably even heavier, like a kilo or two heavier. They're just like, oh, it's amazing. You just look completely different. And you've said it to me as well. Like everything just looks different.